All right, how's everybody doing today? It is Wednesday, week number 7, and I forgot to turn off the scroll again. I am on my own producing, so you guys know how that goes, right? Boom. Okay. Hi there. Good to see everybody. So, St. Louis County has talked about on May the 18th, they're going to start loosening restrictions. So we need to see how this plays out. We need to see what guidelines the county comes up with. We also need to see all the different partners that I work with, how that is going to fall out with them, and need to determine all that to see how my classes come back online. I'll be doing updates on my blog as information becomes available. But right now the county's not even putting out guidelines until a few days from now. So they're still working on it, so we are going to still work on it. And I will probably err on the side of being conservative, since the majority of the people that I work with would be considered high risk. I want to make sure that we err on the side of being conservative. Okay? And if anybody has any thoughts, ideas, go ahead, email me, let me know. I'm going to try and get back to regular schedules, but the churches are very gracious in letting me use some of their spaces, so we need to abide by their guidelines. And when I'm teaching for other areas, other entities, I also need to abide by their guidelines. So we'll figure it out. We may make a mistake here or there, but hey, we're okay. Main thing is we want everyone to be healthy, and we want everyone to do Tai Chi. So we'll see how all of that falls out, and we'll just keep working towards the goal of doing Tai Chi together. Okay? Also along that line, I'm still looking at Saturday, May 30th for World Tai Chi Day, but as of right now, there's no place to hold it since all the county parks are closed. So again, we'll have to see what they come up with on the reopening of parks, and they may limit how many people can show up. So we'll just play it all by ear, and we'll figure it out together. Okay. All right. I am producing myself again today. Sophia's not feeling well enough to be back in the saddle, so I'm self-producing today, which means I'll have to run out behind the camera, or you'll see me step over here to the camera if I need to get to the computer. Okay? We are planning on doing Tai Chi for everyone this first hour. We'll do some meditation for a half an hour between 11:15 to 11:45, and then we will do some Tai Chi for arthritis part 2 in the second hour of Tai Chi. Okay? I think that covers everything. So, right hand, fist, power. Left hand, fingers together, friendship. Tucking the thumb, remaining humble. Fist into the palm, and we say, welcome, or ni hao. We're going to start off with some deep breathing exercises, but I'm going to get a drink of water first. Had a little technical problem right at the beginning, so I got that ironed out, I think. Although I do need to check something, so I have to step off camera here and check and make sure the balance is correct. Hang on. That's not plugged in. Okay, so I cannot read your comments today with the way this is set up. It's set up for 2 people, not just one person. So I'm not able to read your comments. So, though somebody said it's out of focus, I will try and have it go back into autofocus. It's hard for me to hit autofocus and stay here. All right, hopefully that autofocused it for you. Okay, this is C. You appreciate Sophia even more now, right? All right, let me check one more thing. Sorry about this, guys, but this is why I have Sophia back here producing for me. Okay, sounds like we're good. Okay, we're going to go with that. Let's do some deep breathing. Boy, I could use it. Wuji position, feet shoulder, hip distance apart. Slight bend in the knees, drop the tailbone. Head lifted by a silk thread. Long, slow, deep breathing. Let's begin. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale, hands up in front of the heart. Exhale, push the hands forward. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Breathe out, push out. Inhale and exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Big deep belly breath in. Breathe out, push up. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Breathe out, push out. Inhale. Exhale. And again, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale. Keep the upper body straight. Keep looking straight ahead. Exhale. Left hand up, right hand down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hands up in front of the heart. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hands up in front of the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. We'll flap the arms like bird wings. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And lastly, we will gather chi. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. That's our deep breathing exercises. If you're having a stressful day, you can increase those repetitions, increase them to 6 instead of just doing 3 repetitions on each one. Do 6 repetitions on each one. Those breathing exercises with a text description are on my website under the document and training library. All right, so check that out if you want to be doing the breathing exercises the way that I do the breathing exercises. Okay. All right, so yesterday I was reading from the book by Yang, and we were talking about the stages of development, how to develop your form practice. And Yang puts forward that the best way to do this is to start by practicing the choreography, then moving to mind and intention. From there, you move. So number 3 is moving from loose and sync to soft and smooth. Number 4 is working on yin-yang energy. And number 5 is silk reeling. And so we talked a little bit yesterday about choreography. And I wanted to go a little further on this choreography. He brings up some really good points. I talked a little yesterday about, come on, bookmarks, stay where you're supposed to stay. That I talked about spending time observing the leader and observing different styles. He also brings up another really good point here, that you learn your movements well. He talked about when he was first learning Tai Chi as a boy in China, that his teacher would teach them one movement. And until the whole class learned that one movement, they would not go on to a second movement. And teaching in China is a little bit different. It doesn't go around a pay model like it does here in America. But the master would come in and he'd watch the students work on the first form, and they would keep doing the first form over and over again, the first movement, if you will, in the form over and over again. And until they had that down, he would not move on to a second one. Okay? And this is a good way to think about it. When you're learning the Tai Chi for Arthritis form, you will use that as an example. Don't try and learn the whole form. Get the commencement movement down, then move on to make sure you're doing the open and close. Then move on, making sure that you're doing the single whip properly. Then move on to cloud hands. So you learn one movement, and once you learn that one movement, then move on to the next. He also talks about, where was it here? That you move from big to small. And I see this happen a lot of times when I'm teaching, that when I teach something, someone will do it in really big movements. For instance, say the warm-up exercises. We had a discussion about this in one of my classes yesterday, that when you do that extending, touching heaven and earth, that we do this movement. Notice where my hands are here. What a lot of people will do with this exercise when they first do it is they expand it and they make it really big, and their hand goes all the way up. So my hand even went off picture as they do that. They bring their hand way up here. When in actuality, the movement is here and not here. But people will start out big, and that's okay. It's okay to start out big, and as you learn, you start making adjustments, okay? The main thing is don't get frustrated. It's a learning process. Don't try and learn lots and lots of moves. Try and learn what you're learning in depth and learn it in detail. I call it learning deep instead of learning wide. So don't learn a whole lot of movements. Learn one movement really well, learn that one in depth, and then it allows you to move on to the other one. The other thing that you will find is when you learn this in-depth kind of learning, you will find that it becomes a lot more rewarding for you. If you're trying to just memorize movements over and over again, you're going to constantly be frustrated because there's always another movement to learn. When you learn one movement, you learn it really nice. There's a self-reward that happens there, and it gives you the encouragement to move on to the next movement. Okay, the people that just want to keep learning more, wider and wider, more movements tend to get frustrated. Okay, so learn the movements that you know, perfect those, learn them in depth, and that will a lot of times become more rewarding for you. Okay, let me check my message board. It looks like we're doing good. All right, so with that in mind, let's go through the warm-up exercises. Starting at the neck and moving from there, starting with the chin tuck. Bringing the hands up in front of us, hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Rotate the palms out, the chin gently floats up, and sink the chin to the chest. Again, we bring the hands up in front of us, hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, feel that nice stretch on the back of the neck. Rotate the palms out, the chin gently floats up, and sink the chin down to the chest. One more time, we bring the hands up in front of us, hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, beautiful stretch on the back of the neck. Rotate the palms out, let the chin gently float up, and sink the chin down to the chest. Next, we're looking side to side. Inhale, 2 prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder, looking right, gently pushing down on the left. Inhale, come back to center, back to prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand is on top. Left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. Inhale, come back to center, prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Watch the right hand, right shoulder, looking right, pushing down left. Inhale, come back to center, prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand is on top. Left hand over the left shoulder, looking left, gently pushing down on the right. Inhale, come back to center, prayer hands, one more time each side. Tai Chi ball, left hand on top. Right hand over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down left. Inhale, come back to center, prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand is on top. Left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down right. Inhale, come back to center. Come back to prayer hands. Exhale, relax the hands down. Forward shoulder circles. Bring the shoulders back, then up. Forward and down. Don't force the shoulders, nice and gentle. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Beautiful. Now reverse that. Shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Shoulders forward, then up, then back, and down. Awesome. Next, gathering chi, reaching for infinity. Inhale, gently reaching out, reaching up. Exhale, relax the hands down. Again, gently reaching out, reaching up. Feel that beautiful stretch. And then exhale, relax the hands down. One more time, gently reaching out, reaching up. Exhale, relax the hands down. Beautiful. Touching heaven and earth. I was just talking about this one before we started the warm-ups. Inhale to prayer hands. Exhale, left hand up, right hand down, floating the head to the ceiling. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand up, left hand down, stretch that spine. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left up, right down, feel that nice stretch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand up, left hand down, float the head gently to the ceiling. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand up, right hand down, Feel that beautiful stretch. Inhale, back to center. Then exhale, right hand up, left hand down. Feel that nice stretch. And then inhale, come back to center, back to prayer hands. Exhale, relax the hands down. Now pause for one moment. This next exercise really embodies that going from big. I see people as they start this exercise, they want to show how far they can rotate. And so they'll do something like this and bring the ball way over here. And I can feel the stress in my shoulders and down my spine as I do this. This is not about how far you can rotate over. It's about turning the upper body. So, in learning to keep this ball in connection to your dantian, your belly button. The dantian is actually located below the belly button. Just FYI, point of fact. So as I turn to the left, when the belly button stops turning, the ball stops turning. I don't bring the ball way over here. And then as I move the other direction, my hands and belly button are connected. So I'm connecting this ball to my dantian. So keep your movements small as you do this, okay? Prayer hand position, Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Exhale to the left. Inhale the ball over, right hand's on top. Exhale, gently sweep and turn right. Inhale the ball over, left hand is on top. Exhale to the left. Inhale the ball over, right hand is on top. Exhale to the right. Inhale the ball over, left hand is on top. Exhale left. And then inhale the ball over, right hand is on top. Exhale to the right. And then inhale the ball over, come back to center, back to prayer hands. Exhale, relax the hands down. Beautiful. I'm going to get a drink of water. Make sure you have a chair next to you for this next set of exercises, okay? Just a word about safety. And I'm going to check my message board really fast. Oh, it looks like we're doing good. All right. Make sure that you have a chair turned sideways next to you. Make sure that you stay safe, all right? We want this to be an enjoyable experience, and we want you to stay safe while you do it, okay? Work on that body posture. If your body posture is so good that you need no more work on it, then work on weight shifting, all right? All right, prayer hand position. Push right, weight right, bend in the right knee, tap or extend that left leg. Set the left foot down, weight shifts to the left, bend in the left knee, upper body stays straight, tap or extend the right leg. Set the right foot down, weight shifts right, tap or extend the left leg. Set the left foot down, weight shifts left. Bend in the left knee, tap or extend the right leg. One more time. Weight shifts right, tap or extend the left leg. Weight shifts left, tap or extend the right leg. And come back to center. Relax the hands down. Beautiful. Forward and backward hip exercise. Weight shifts to the right. Empty left heel, hands behind us. Transition, empty left toe, hands in front of us. Empty on the heel. Empty on the toe. One more time. Empty heel. And empty toe. Back to center. Beautiful. Other side. Weight shifts left. Empty right heel, hands behind us. Empty right toe, hands in front of us. Empty on the heel. Empty on the toe. One more time. Empty heel. And empty toe. And back to center. Awesome. Heel kick is next. Stay safe. Remember all those principles of balance. The leg that the weight's on, the knee stays bent. Body straight in this direction. back straight in this direction. Keep looking straight ahead. That helps you with your posture. And think of the weight sinking down. Feel the foot connecting to the ground, okay? All right, hands loosely clenched at the belt line or desperately holding onto the chair. Weight shifts, hey, I started there. Weight shifts to the right, pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist if you are able to. Pick up that left leg and float the foot to the ground. Weight shifts left, bend in the left knee, pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. Weight shifts to the right, pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Weight shifts left, pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. One more time. Weight shifts right, pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Weight shifts left, pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. Awesome. Bow stance. This is another one where I see people do big to start with. Much better to do small and expand, all right? Weight shifts to the right, step out, empty left. Bow stance, weight shifts left, punch out the right fist. Weight shifts back, and we come back to center. Weight shifts to the left, step out, empty right, and bow stance, punching out the left fist. Weight shifts back, come back to center. Weight shifts right, step out, empty left, and bow stance. Weight shifts back, come back to center. Weight shifts left, step out, empty right, and bow stance, punching out left fist. Weight shifts back, come back to center. One more time. Weight shifts right, step out, empty left, bow stance. Weight shifts back, come back to center. Weight shifts to the left, step out, empty right, and bow stance, punching out left fist. Weight shifts back, come back to center. Beautiful. Ankle exercises. Weight shifts to the right, left foot, heel and toe. Heel and toe. Heel and toe. Weight shifts left, right foot, same, heel and toe. Heel, toe, heel, and toe. Weight shifts to the right, left foot, little toe, and big toe. Outside of the foot, inside of the foot, little toe, and big toe. Now, weight shift left, right foot, same, little toe, and big toe. Outside of the foot, inside of the foot, corn and bunion, and back to center. Beautiful. All right, shake those legs loose. Excuse me. Let's check the message board. Looks like we're doing okay there. Get a drink of water. Hope everybody's having a good time. I heard his scream, so that meant everybody's doing good. I heard a big woohoo from everybody. All right. Let's move on. Let's do a leg exercise. So we don't have Sophia here doing the meows, but you guys know this one. You love this one, and you feel how much stronger your legs are getting. I hope you do. So let's start by weight shifting to the left and right foot, cat stance. You can meow at home, all right? Tap, Right foot out in front of us, empty. And back into the cat stance. Tap the right foot out to the side. Notice I'm not leaning. Upper body stays straight over that left leg. Come back into center. And tap the right toe behind us. And cat stance. And back into Wu-Ji. Beautiful. Just one note. As I'm touching the toe behind me, I'm keeping the upper body straight. I'm not leaning. I'll see some people sometimes will start leaning forward. That's not what we want to do. We don't want to keep our upper body nice and straight. Okay? All right. Other side, weight shifts, right, left foot, cat stance. Again, you can meow at home. Tap left toe out in front of us. Into the cat stance once again. Tap left toe out to the side. Again, notice all my weight is on the right and the upper body is straight over the right leg. Into the cat stance once again. And tap the left toe behind us. And cat stance. And Wu-Ji. Awesome. Shake those legs loose. Feel that one working the legs, can't you? All right. Round two. We're going to add some more weight shifting in on this one, okay? Weight shifts to the right, left foot, cat stance once again. Tap the left toe out in front of us. Empty. Set the left foot down with no weight on it. Shift weight onto the left. Bring all the weight onto the left and then tap or onto the right. Then tap or float left toe. So my weight is right, floating left foot. Set the left foot down. Now weight shift back to the left. Right foot, cat stance. Tap, right toe out to the side, empty. Notice upper body is straight. I set the right foot down, but my upper body is still straight. I'm not leaning. Now I shift weight. Upper body is staying straight as I weight shift right. Tap that left toe or float the left toe. Set the left foot down. Weight shifts to the left and right cat stance. By the way, your cloud hands should look like that, your upper body. Tap right toe behind us. And my left, your right. Set the right foot down. Upper body is still straight. Weight shifts back onto the right and then tap or float left toe. Set the left foot down. Weight shifts left and right cat stance. And step into Wu-Ji. Very nice. Other side. Weight shifts right. Left foot, cat stance. Tap, left toe out in front, empty. Set the left foot down. Don't shift any weight onto it yet. Now, slowly, gently shift weight left, all the weights left, which allows me to tap or float right toe behind me. Set the right foot down. Weight shifts right and left cat stance once again. Tap left toe out to the side, empty. Set the left foot down, no weight on the left, all the weight's right. Now weight shifts to the left, all the weight's left. Tap or float the right toe. Set the right foot down. Weight shifts right and left cat stance. Then tap the left toe behind us. Notice keeping space between the feet. Set the left foot down. The weight is all on the right. Now shift weight back left. All the weights left, tap or float right toe. Set the right foot down. Weight shifts right. And left cat stance. And step out into Wuji. Awesome. Shake those legs loose. One thing to keep in mind. So, I'm doing into the front, to the side. Actually, I should do it for this side. I tap the toe behind me. As I set the foot down, I'm keeping all the weight. I'm going to come off of mirroring for a second. I'm keeping all the weight on my right leg. So I'm tapping that. I tap the left toe behind me, and I set the left foot down. All the weight's still on the right, and my upper body is straight. I shift the weight back to the left. My back stays straight. I don't start leaning backwards. The weight shifts back to the left, and I sink onto the left leg. But my back is staying nice and straight as I sink weight left. That allows me to tap the right foot or float the right foot. Okay? So I'm keeping my body straight as I'm doing those weight shiftings. All right? Okay. I'm going to check my message board. Looks like we're doing good, which means everybody's doing it perfectly, which I love. Must have been the margaritas you had last night for Cinco de Mayo. Let's do a hand exercise. We'll do the simple one today. Yeah, coming close. Touch the thumb to the palm of the hand and stretch that hand out. Touch the pointer finger to the palm of the hand. Stretch that hand out. Touch the middle finger to the palm of the hand. Stretch that hand out. Touch the ring finger to the palm of the hand. Stretch the hand out. And then touch the pinky to the palm and stretch that hand out. Let's do that again. Thumb to the palm. Stretch the hand. Pointer finger to the palm. Stretch the hand. Middle finger to the palm. Feel that stretch go all the way up the arm. Stretch the hand. Touch the ring finger to the palm. Stretch that hand. And then touch the pinky to the palm and stretch that hand. Shake those hands loose. They're probably a little warmer because when you have a headset mic on, you got to be careful how you do that. But your hands are probably a little warmer after doing that one. Let's do a neck exercise, figure eights. Not moving the upper body, just moving the neck. Do whatever is comfortable. Never force your neck. And when you get to the center, stop and reverse and go back in the other direction. Again, never force the neck. Try and keep the upper body straight. And when you get to the center, stop. A noisy exercise, isn't it? Let's do the prayer wheel. Let's do both versions of the prayer wheel. We're shifting our weight forward and backwards. Similar to what I was talking about earlier. As we shift weight forward, we're keeping the back straight. Shift weight back, keep the back straight. I'm not leaning backwards and then leaning forwards. My hips provide the movement for this exercise. And my head and shoulders just follow whatever my hips are doing. Okay? It is all about the base for you Megan Trainer fans out there. Prayer hand position. Weight shifts to the right. Step out, empty left. And begin. Exhale, weight shifts forward. Inhale, weight shifts back. Exhale. And inhale. Weight shifts forward and weight shifts back. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Weight shifts forward. Weight shifts backwards. One more time. Exhale. And inhale. All the weight is now on my right foot. Left foot is empty, so I pick up the left foot, come back to center. Then weight shift to the left, step out empty right, and continue. Exhale and inhale. Weight shifts forward, weight shifts back. Exhale, inhale, nice and gentle, keeping the back straight. Let's do that one more time because we're having so much fun. Weight shifts back, all the weight is left. Pick up that right foot, come back to center, relax the hands down. Round number 2, weight shifts onto the right, step out empty left. Hands come up even to the shoulders. Weight shift forward, bring the hands towards one another. Palms are still facing down. Rotate the palms up, and as the weight shifts back, the hands go to the belt line. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. We're gently reaching out. Feel the shoulder, back, chest expanding. We're opening up the back, opening up the chest. Stretching out the arms, opening, rounding the shoulders. Exhale and inhale. All the weight is right. Pick up the left, come back to center. Weight shifts left, step out empty right, and continue. Feet are flat on the ground. I'm not rocking up on my heel and toes. The back stays straight as you do this. I'm not leaning forward. The movement is coming from the hips. The movement is coming from the arms. Exhale and inhale. All the weight is now left. Pick up the right foot, back to center, and relax the hands down. Beautiful. All right, check the message board. Looks like everything's good there. All right. I sure miss having Sophia as my producer. Okay, let's move along. Let's go through the Tai Chi for Arthritis form. But I want you just to think about the choreography today, all right? So I'm going to run through it once with cueing, and then I'm going to go back and we'll play with music, and that'll probably wrap it up for today. But let's go through it. Let's go nice and slow so you can adjust your movements if need be, okay? I'm not really in a place where I can answer any questions for you, but you can always email me questions. Or if you're wanting some detail on the moves, go back to one of the earlier videos where I discussed each move in detail, all right? I don't want to get into that kind of level of detail today. I'd rather just run through the movements. But I want you to think about your choreography. Think about where your hands are. Think about where your weight is as you're doing the motions, all right? And when we slow down, it allows us to do that, okay? Was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday, or it may have been Monday. I don't know. They're all running together. Earlier this week, I did Tai Chi for arthritis. I think it was yesterday that, and I did it towards the camera, so I didn't do a follow-on, but it allowed you to see my hands a little better. So you can go back and check out that also. It was either a Monday or the second hour of Tuesday, where I did it facing towards the camera. So give you a better idea of hand positions also, if that would be helpful. Okay? So we're standing with our heels together. Feet 45-degree angle. We're standing up nice and straight and tall. Take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. And we begin with commencement. We pick the hands up in front of us, fingers facing towards earth. Rotate fingers towards heaven, sink down. Weight shifts to the right as I rotate and roll the hands up to the chest, step out empty left, and I weight shift left. Right foot comes forward, and I come back into prayer hands, and I open and close. Single whip to the right, weight shifts left. I adjust the right foot, push both hands forward, and flatten those hands out. Cloud hands 3 times to the right. The weight shifts to the left. It stays on the left. I shift hands. Now I weight shift right. It stays on the right as I shift hands and weight shift and sweep left. So it becomes step, shift, sweep. That's the mantra that I use. Or feet, hands, weight. Once again, step, shift, sweep, feet, hands, and weight. Come back to center, open, and close. Single whip to the left, weight shifts right. Adjust that left foot, push both hands forward, and flatten those hands out. Cloud hands 3 times to the left. Feet, hands, weight, step, shift, sweep. Look at the position of your hands. Feel the weight shifting. Lots of little details to look at when you're doing the choreography. And it's a beautiful feeling when it all comes together. Open and close. Brush knee to the left. Playing the lute. Keeping that back straight, not leaning backwards. Parry and punch. Step out empty and shift weight. Step out empty, shift weight. Beautiful yin-yang here between the hands and the feet. Step out empty, block and punch. I step back empty and I shift the weight. And then I step forward, shift weight as I push mountain. Open and close. Brush knee to the right. Play in the lute. Parry and punch. Again, it's that empty step forward, then shifting weight. Empty step forward, then shifting weight. It's the empty step backwards, then shift the weight. Empty step forward and shift the weight. Turn back to the front, open and close, and then close the form. Hands out in front of us. Slowly rise to the standing position. Weight shifts right, step in left. And celebrate. Yay. All right, how'd that go? Hopefully that went smooth for everybody. Remember earlier versions, more detail available on earlier feeds, okay? All right, So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cue up some music, and we're going to do Tai Chi for arthritis with music. Okay? So pardon me while I step off camera and take care of this. And I'm going to have to bring the music live so I can hear it. That's the one we want, but I have to back it up to the beginning. Okay, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to adjust the screen so I can still see what the heck is going on. All right, so I'm going to hit the start button and I'm going to run quick as a bunny over to the position, and I'm going to start things out. This piece of music is on my website under the document and training library, so you can practice at home with just the music if you want, or you can just rerun this. If I time it correctly, you can rerun this. I have been known to be off on my timing. Just part of being a comedian, I guess, right? You got that? See what I did there? All right. Okay, so this is Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 1, and I'm going to hit start. We're going to get started. We're going to have an enjoyable time to go with the beautiful and enjoyable day outside, all right? All right, let's go ahead and get started. Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 1. Commencement. As Austin Pepper would say, spot on. All right. I'm going to turn the music off in here. So, all right. That's a good way to end this first hour. It was good timing. So again, that music's on my website, or you can just rewind this and play along. That's one of the beauties of video. Let's do our cool down exercises. Lightly punch or slap the legs. Make sure that you hydrate, plenty of water, all right? Tighten up all the muscles in the body, arms, legs, face, squeeze the muscles, and relax. Tighten up the muscles, and relax. And one more time, tighten up all the muscles, and relax. And finally, gather chi. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We're going to take a pause. As one of my band friends used to say, we're going to take a pause for the cause. 15 minutes, we'll be back. We'll be doing some meditation for a half an hour. And then at noon, we will be back. So in 1 hour from now, we'll be back and we'll be working with Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 2. All right? All right, have a good break. We'll see you back on the other side doing some meditation. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a great day. See you in 15. Hello, we are back on. I am behind the camera doing something, and there we go. Okay, certainly missed my producer. Welcome. Hi. We're here to do some meditation today. Last week we had a really long progressive relaxation meditation. As much as I want to do that again today, I don't need to, because you can go back onto last week's tape video. You can tell what generation I'm from. You can go back onto last week's stream and video and capture that and redo that. But that's a really nice long, that was like a 20, even 25 minute long progressive relaxation. Several weeks before I had a shorter, probably about a 15-minute progressive relaxation. Longer, better. Remember, I've been saying this for several days now. The Chinese have a saying about meditation that you should meditate 20 minutes every day, unless you have a really busy day. If you have just a really busy, kind of a crazy day, then you should meditate for 1 hour. So it's that offsetting, that yin-yang quality, okay? So today I'm going to try and teach a different type of meditation. I've tried to think of ways to adapt this well for the video streaming, because normally, and when I teach this in a group, I use things that are happening around us and share them as a group, but not able to do that since we are all separate from one another. But I want to give you the sensation of the mindfulness type of meditation. All right, so get a drink of water before I go too far. Remember to stay hydrated. One of the keys in keeping our immune system strong. Meditation is very helpful for keeping our immune system strong, but so is staying hydrated. Don't let the body dehydrate, okay? It's very hard on the body when we don't have enough moisture, don't have enough water in our body. Anyway, mindfulness meditation. This is probably the most popular meditation in the West. And it's basically, it's learning to become aware of your surroundings without reacting to your surroundings, okay? So things can be going on around you, but you don't have to react to them. You can just absorb them, filter them to which ones you need to act on, which ones you don't need to act on, and let go of the ones that you don't need to act on. And then take the appropriate actions on the ones that you do need to act on. This becomes a very powerful tool in our everyday lives. As we have learned in these past couple months, there are some things that are beyond our control, and we can't change those. We can, however, change our reaction to those events. And that's one of the things that this mindfulness helps us do, is that we become aware of the events around us, but we don't necessarily react to them. We choose what we react to and what we don't react to. This is also a very good way to help you if you have nervousness or anxiety. Maybe you're a little bit on the obsessive compulsive disorder side, because it helps you start to learn how to file things and how to sort things in order of maybe it'll help you learn to talk too. Help you order things in order of importance, okay? So it can be a very, very powerful exercise. But the key to this exercise is to become aware of what's going on around you, but not engaging it. And that's the hard thing to do. It's like if someone is getting aggressive with you and starting to yell at you, if someone is starting to get aggressive with you, maybe you're trying to take something back at the store and the person across the counter is starting, you're saying you want to return this and they're starting to get aggressive with you. Maybe not in a physical way, but they're starting to raise their voice. And then you will start to raise your voice in response to that. And that just starts to feed this thing where they raise their voice and you raise yours, and they get louder, so you get louder, and you keep building up to this climax, which could or could not go your way. However, if you learn to use this mindfulness, they can raise their voice and you just keep yours nice and calm. And so they then have a choice. They can try and get even madder. And actually, if you're smart, you just get even calmer. Don't feed in, don't react off of them. Or they will come back down to your level and you can have a really good discussion. And that's mindfulness is about learning to stay within yourself. You understand what's going on. You understand even while you're having a discussion about whatever that issue is, you understand their response, and you're controlling your response while you're talking about whatever issue it is. So you have something happening on two different levels. So this can become very, very powerful. And it becomes a really good key in our life. Again, learning to start to filter through what's important and what isn't important. So I hope that makes some sense to you, okay? So we learn to become aware of our surroundings, but not react to our surroundings, okay? As I was teaching this to, I don't know if he's probably not listening today, but a gentleman named Dennis, we were meditating. Dennis has Parkinson's disease. He's not in the United States right now. And he was talking about when he had, he was having trouble staying in focus because he was outside on his back patio doing the meditation, and there was a hummingbird humming around his head, so he had trouble staying focused. Actually, that was a really good example of mindfulness, because with that hummingbird, if you can hear a hummingbird flying around your head and you can stay in meditation, that's a really good example of mindfulness. All right, so he heard the hummingbird, but he wasn't really reacting, just letting things go. Okay, which brings up another point about the mindfulness. I love doing mindful meditation when I am outside, because it really starts to fill up all of the senses. All right, if you're outside, you can feel the breeze on your face, whether it's a light breeze or maybe it's a variable breeze like what's happening today. Maybe you feel the sun falling on your face and you feel that warmth, or maybe you're in the shade but the sun is just outside of where you're sitting and you feel that warmth from the sun starting to warm up the ground around you, and that heat, just those gentle waves of heat starting to come towards you. You hear the birds, maybe you hear a squirrel behind you rustling in the leaves. There's all kinds of really cool things to do with this mindful exercise. Beaches are a great place because you can hear the ocean, you can hear things going on around you, you can feel the sand beneath your feet, you can taste that salt. So it gets you to use all of your senses and become aware of all of your senses as you do it. Okay? So everybody's environment is going to be different here, which is what makes this tricky to do for me via via internet. But let's see how it goes, and you can give me some feedback. You can shoot me an email, comment on YouTube if you want afterwards, and let me know how it goes. But what you might want to do is practice this a little bit in here, and then go outside where there's more sensory things happening around you. Okay? All right, and I'll be talking about a few things happening around my house here again. I'm going to try and keep it genetic, but let's see how it goes. Okay, So, sitting up nice and straight and tall, you want the body to be nice and straight. You don't want any kinks in the body. You want the body relaxed. You want that energy to flow well. So, you can let your hands rest on your knees. You can lay down if you'd like. You can do standing meditation if you'd like. Whatever works out well for you. So, sitting up nice and straight and tall, laying in a nice comfortable position. I like to close my eyes, and my other senses grow in their acuity. Hang on, new word. Take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. Long, slow, deep breaths. And we're trying to clear the mind of any thoughts. Not worried about what has happened earlier today, what happened yesterday. Not worried about what might happen later on this afternoon. Part of mindfulness is staying in the here and now, not anticipating. Not looking backwards or forwards, but staying in the presence. There's a saying about when we stay in the presence, it becomes a very good present to ourselves. Let the mind settle and become aware of what's going on around us. First off, you can be aware of the music that we have playing for our meditation. Nice and gentle music. Go ahead and modify that a little bit because I want you to be aware of your surroundings. And to be aware of your surroundings, sometimes we need to turn the music off. So I'm going to lower the music level. And now let you listen to what is happening around you. Maybe you're outside and meditating. If you hear some birds. Maybe you're inside. Maybe you hear a few of maybe the refrigerator is running. Maybe your air conditioner is on. Maybe you have the windows open. And you hear a car going by. You hear a bird singing. Maybe it's a squirrel chattering. You're hearing all these things, but you're not engaging with them. You're just noticing them, kind of filing them away. I hear a bird singing outside my window and doors are closed. I'm even hearing some traffic on a nearby highway. I'd much rather hear the birds singing. And now, let's test our nose. You're breathing in through the nose. What do you smell around your house? you're smelling something that's been freshly cleaned. Maybe you're lying in bed and you're smelling those freshly cleaned sheets. Maybe you started to fix lunch and you smell a little bit of the food from the kitchen. Maybe you have a scented candle. Or maybe you use essential oils and you smell one of those essential oils. Notice all those smells around you. If you're outside, you could be smelling the flowers, maybe freshly mown grass. Perhaps someone is barbecuing in your neighborhood. You're smelling that. And now let's consider our taste buds associated with the smell. Sometimes can be the taste. So if you smell that food being made for lunch, your taste buds start to respond to it. Or you can also think about maybe your favorite food. Maybe your favorite food is spaghetti, or maybe you like fettuccine. Maybe you like to barbecue. So you think of some steaks or maybe some ribs on the grill. Perhaps you're a vegetarian and you like the taste of that fresh fruit. Blueberries, apples, strawberries. And now let's engage our sense of feeling, our sense of touch. If you're outside, maybe you feel a breeze caressing your face. Maybe you have the window open and you feel the breeze blowing on your skin. Or if you're inside and there's no air movement, maybe you feel the fabric of your blouse or shirt, fabric of your pants. Maybe it's a feeling of, maybe you're wearing a silk blouse or a silk shirt. And that beautiful feeling of silk on the skin. Maybe you're resting your hands on your knees and you feel the fabric of your slacks or even your pajamas. You're You're becoming aware of everything that's around you, but you're not engaging it. You're just building that awareness. It's like there's this sheer fabric between you and what's happening around you. You're aware of it, but you're not fully engaged in it. I still hear the birds going outside at my house. There were like 3 of them at the same time, different locations. Now they've decided to quiet down. Maybe you're aware of someone moving in the house. Doors opening and shutting, footsteps. So now let's open up the eyes and use the sense of sight. Again, becoming aware but not engaging. So you gently look around you. Maybe you see a family picture on the wall. Maybe you're by your dining room table and you notice the table and think about all the family meals you've had around that table. Maybe you look into the screen and you see my panda bear and the yin-yang symbol slowly rotating. Maybe you look out the window and you see some beautiful flowers, the beautiful green of the trees. I have a Japanese maple outside I can see. That beautiful kind of maroon red color of the Japanese maple leaves. You can see the wind gently stirring the branches of a tree, possibly. You're becoming aware of all this, but you have a detachment to it. You're not engaged in it. All right, let's take a few more breaths. Listen for what's happening around you. Smell all the smells. Discover the tastes. You're absorbing the information, but you're remaining calmly detached from it. All right. How did that go? Don't all talk at once. All right. If you would, shoot me an email, craigm@taichistl.com. You can comment back on YouTube chat if you want. Let me know how that went for you. This is the first time I've done it separated, so it's kind of a new experience for me. Practice the mindfulness. It's hard to hear, taste, smell, see things and stay detached from them. We want to become engaged to them a lot of times. But instead, if we remain aloof from them, detached from them, we can control our responses better. That doesn't mean you don't need to be an emotional person, but you choose what you are emotional about. And that's one of the beautiful things about mindfulness is it gives us more power of choice to what to engage around us. Okay? So you have to practice this. This is an acquired skill. Maybe you just did this type of meditation and didn't work out really well for you the first time. That's okay. Probably the first time you did a lot of things that didn't work out well for you. First time you tied your shoe, probably didn't go real well. But you kept practicing and got better and better. And then you were able to tie a knot and they came out with Velcro. No, we won't go there. But, uh, sorry. Um, but keep practicing. Practicing that mindfulness, and you will find it will come easier for you. Um, and once you practice enough, you'll be able to do that in your normal everyday lives. So when you're out and about, you won't become caught up in what's happening around you. You can choose what's important to be caught up in. Okay? All right. We're going to stop for there. We're going to take a 15-minute break. I'll be back at the top of the hour, and we're going to do some Tai Chi for arthritis part 2. And last week we started working on a couple of Soon 73 moves. Actually, we worked on one Soon 73. So we're going to try and do that also, okay? But let's take a 15-minute break. I hope that was a good meditation for you. We'll see you back in 15. Get a nice rest, get some water, and you hydrate, okay? Thank you. Okay, welcome to hour 2. I'm behind the camera right now while that wasn't supposed to happen. Let's see if that picks the picture back up. Yep, there we go. See, that's why I have a producer. Okay, so I'm back behind the camera. Give me a minute. I want to make sure. And I'm going to hit my focus again. Let's see if it can focus in a little bit. It doesn't seem to be focusing well, so I am going to do this real fast. Have a chair and a panda. Got to give it something to focus on besides a wall. So, yeah, here we go. I think that looks a little better. I'm going to try it one more time. It does an autofocus thing here. There we go. I like that better. Okay. All right. And let me now turn that computer around. Turn that computer around. This is made for a 2-person operation, not a 1-person operation. Thank you very much for your time helping with that. This is Tom the Panda. Sophia named it. She names everything. She had an IV in her arm Monday night, and so she named the IV. That's just her. That's what she does. She likes to name everything. Okay, how's everybody doing? Welcome to hour number 2. I hope you enjoyed the meditation that we did, the mindfulness meditation. I encourage you to practice that. Practice that at home. Learn that mindfulness. It can become something very, very powerful for you. Okay? All right. Moving on, let's work on Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 2. That's what we're going to work on today. Okay? Now, if you weren't here during the first hour, here in St. Louis, they are talking about starting to open things up on May 18th, but they haven't gotten specific as to what they're going to open up. Tai Chi is kind of unique in that, number one, I work in several different places. So I work for some private entities like the Jewish Community Center, American Parkinson's Disease Association, do some work at some nursing homes. Private entities, so they're going to have their own set of rules. I'm also gracious enough, there's a lot of churches that let me do work with them. And they're going to have their own set of rules also. So we're just going to see how all of this develops. The county and city are supposed to come up with some guidelines later on this week, so we're going to see what those guidelines are. We're going to work with those. I will tell you, I'm going to go on the conservative side. Since a lot of my folks that I teach are more high risk, I want to make sure that everybody stays safe. So I would rather if I'm going to err on the side of being conservative and keeping everybody safe. Okay? So we'll just see how all that progresses, and I'll use my blog to communicate everything out. And it's probably going to be kind of a slow rollout, would be my thought. So we'll see how that goes. All right. I'm still looking at May 30th for World Tai Chi Day. However, as it stands now, there's no place to hold it because the parks are closed. But that might be changing later on this week, and I've been in contact with St. Louis County Parks to see if I can snag a shelter on the 30th in the morning. So we'll see how that plays out also. All in good time, right? All in good time. I think that's everything. Please send me pictures of you doing Tai Chi. Even if you sent one before, you can send another one if you want. Got about 30 pictures up on the gallery. Go out, pardon me, take a look at those pictures, all right? Let's get started. Right hand, fist, power. Left hand, fingers together, friendship. Tucking the thumb, remaining humble. Fist into the palm, and we say welcome or ni hao. I'm producing this on my own today. Sophia's not back in the producer seat, so it doesn't go as smooth when she's not back there, but that's all right. We're going to make do, right? Tai Chi teaches, if nothing else, Tai Chi teaches us to be flexible, okay? Let's do our breathing exercises to get us going. Inhale. and exhale. Of course, you're in the Wuji position. You naturally just moved into that Wuji position. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Breathe out, push out. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Pardon me. Inhale and exhale. Keep going. Inhale and exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, hands up in front of the heart. Exhale, gently push the palms to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale, hands up in front of the heart. Exhale, gently push the palms out, fingertips up. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Breathe out, push out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms in the diagonal. Keep the body straight. Keep looking straight ahead as we inhale. Exhale. Left up, right down. Inhale. Reverse that. Right up, left down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Hands up in front of the heart. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings, big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. And lastly, gathering chi. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. That's our breathing exercises. Let's go right into the warm-up exercises. Actually, no, we're going to... I talked yesterday, book by Yang, and he has stages of developing a form, stages of development and form practice. Number 1 is choreography. Number 2 is mind and intention. Number 3 is from loose and sync to soft and smooth. Number 4 is yin yang, and number 5 is silk reeling. We talked a little bit about choreography yesterday. I expanded on that a little bit this morning, and I want to bring up 2 other points. All right. Everybody said yes, I'm sure of it. So this is about taking your Tai Chi to another level, and I'm assuming if you are watching this video, you're wanting to take your Tai Chi to another level. And so you first start by the choreography. I wanted to read 2 paragraphs to you from the book. I'm going to read the whole book now, just 2 paragraphs. Yin Yang, Yang Yang is talking about how to move and about learning. And I talked about this last hour about learning one movement good instead of learning several movements haphazardly, learning one movement well, then moving on and learning another movement well, instead of learning a bunch of movements very haphazardly and trying to constantly tweak those. Start by getting one movement down and learning it well. So here's something from the book that will make a lot of sense to you, I hope. People expect to learn the form as quickly as possible, understandably equating the completion of the choreography sequence of the form movement with learning Tai Chi. I think this is a similar to the experience of other martial arts that arrived earlier in America. Many of the non-Chinese arts in America developed a belt system to reward and encourage practitioners. A high level of accomplishment is typically indicated with a black belt. Of course, there are different levels of black belt, but many of my friends in these other arts tell me that after securing a black belt as quickly as allowed, people often feel a sense of completion and they stop practicing. Earning a black belt or completing a choreographed sequence of Tai Chi movements is not an end point, but simply one achievement along a long journey to understand one's chosen martial art. I hope that makes sense to you. So again, we're worried about the journey. We're looking into the journey, not the destination. Okay. The other is he talks about practice, and I really like what he says here. This is a shorter paragraph, all right? Because I know we're here to do Tai Chi, but these are ways to help you build your Tai Chi. And if you're listening to me reading this and you're like, don't quite understand that, listen to it again. A lot of times when I have trained with Dr. Lam, he would say something and I would be like, I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I would let it kind of mull around in my mind. And I would, keep thinking about it. And all of a sudden I would have an aha moment. It's like, that's what he meant. Okay? So, practice. So Yang Yang has a sense of humor. Practice. Thus far, I've not hesitated to state the obvious. So why stop now? Unless you are gifted, you cannot hope to learn the form by practicing only at class time. It is always helpful to take notes during class and go over the day's lesson as soon as you get home while it is still fresh in your mind. During the week, practice the movements that you have learned. This is the key. The sooner you can stop worrying about memorizing the motions, the sooner you can concentrate on the principles of the movement. Let me say that one more time. I love this line. The sooner you can stop worrying about memorizing the motions, the sooner you can concentrate on the principles of the movement. Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself. So, with that in mind, let's do the warm-up exercises. Let's just do a nice flow through these warm-up exercises, starting with the chin tuck. Tuck in that chin, keep that chin level. Two more times. Inhale the hands up in front of us. Think of these warm-up exercises as a nice form to be working on. Think of the choreography. Do you have all the movements correct? Are your hands in the right place? Is your weight correct? How's your posture? How's your speed? Looking side to side. Inhale, prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, left hand on top. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, relax the hands down. Forward shoulder circles. Don't force your shoulders. Do whatever your shoulders allow you to do. And reverse. Gather chi, reaching for infinity. Feel that expansion in your chest and back, not forcing anything. Touching heaven and earth. Float the head to the ceiling. Inhale to center. Exhale, relax the hands down. Carrying the ball side to side, not moving the hips, just moving the upper body. Exhale, relax the hands down. Beautiful. Hang on, there's a little door here that's open. It's just off camera, but not by much. All right. We have just sitting off camera, you can't see it, have a working Victrola, over 100 years old. I think it's 101, 102 years old now. And it actually works. Plays 78s, pretty cool. So if you have any 78s, shoot them over to me. All right. Side to side hip exercise is next. Prayer hand position. Relax for 1 second. I'm sorry. Make sure if you need to have a chair next to you that you do. Again, I'm considering this a little bit more of an advanced class. So I'm assuming that you have already done that. But we know what happens when you assume, if you've ever seen The Odd Couple. Okay, prayer hand position, push right, weight right, tap or extend the left leg. Move through center, push left, weight left, tap or extend. Feel the weight gently shifting from one side to the other, keeping the posture straight the whole time. Relax the hands down, forward, backward hip exercise. Keeping the back straight, not leaning forward, not leaning backwards. Other side. Beautiful. Heel kick is next. Stay safe. Use those principles of balance. Hopefully you're doing better balance than I am, apparently. That was just my way to let you know it's okay to mess up occasionally. Isn't that nice of me to do that? All right, we're going to do one more time. And back to center. All right, sorry about that. I may have to move this computer. Hang on one second. So, I'll tell you, let's just keep moving on. I'll tell you afterwards. Bow stance. And ankles. Second ankle exercise, little toe, big toe. Second ankle, little toe, big toe. And back to center. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Get yourself a drink of water. Good job, everybody. Probably did better than me on those heel kicks. So, if you look back in my blog or even on the gallery, you can see the setup that I have kind of behind the camera, and I've got two computers. One computer is mixing the audio and video together, and there's actually three programs running simultaneously because we layered the music in also. So there's one computer handling all of that and sending the stream out, and then we've got a second computer and that's monitoring the live stream. And so that's what Sophia does is with the one computer, make sure everything's working and confirm it live. When I was doing the heel kick, I could see the live stream. And the live stream is like 10, actually today it looks like it's about 20 seconds behind the regular feed. And it was really throwing me off because I was doing the heel kick, and as I was doing heel kick, I was watching myself on screen doing this. And of course I was critiquing myself about how, oh, I should do this a little better, do that a little better. So you guys aren't the only ones that get distracted sometimes. So I moved that computer where I can't see it now. So that will help with the distraction. And nobody's commented, so that's good. We're doing good. That means you're doing it perfectly. We're not worried about doing it perfectly. We're worried about having fun and moving. Okay? So let's move along. We're working on Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 2. I want to go through the repulsing the monkey moves one time and then work on the whole Part 2 and then add it into Part 1. Hour 1 today, we did Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 1 with music. Timing was impeccable. Occasionally I get lucky, okay? So, but let's look at repulsing the monkey. 3 times we repulse the monkey. The first time we do this, we are facing the left wall. So we do a brush knee and we're facing, the first time we do it, we are to the left, but it's right after punching fist under elbow. Okay, so let's take it from there. Let's just step through that repulsing the monkey. And I want you to think about where your weight is and also think about where your feet are, okay? A lot of people, when they're repulsing the monkey, and I'm going to use my blue line. I haven't used it here in a while. I'm rotating the way that I look, but I've just punched fist under elbow. And as I turn and step back, notice the spacing between my feet, all right? Sometimes in class, I'll see people, they'll step kind of on this blue line and put themselves on a balance beam, and that's not what we want to do. We keep that wide base, and then we do this half step, and then we step out, okay? Likewise, coming back into real time, as I move in this direction, I do the repulse the monkey, so I'm facing the back of the room, and you notice my right foot is on this blue line, okay? You can just barely see it from my toe. My right foot's on the blue line. And here, especially because people are worried about the turn, they will step back behind this foot. And I've got the balance that I can do this. It didn't used to be that way, but I've got the balance that I can do that now. You may not have that balance, so a much safer way, instead of bringing this foot behind the other foot, is to step straight back with this foot and then shift up, toe in, sink the weight. My toes are towards one another, but I've got plenty of space between my feet, and then watch that right foot as it sweeps out. Now look at the space between my feet here as I do that second repulse the monkey with the half step. Okay, so I'm not ducking this foot behind the other foot, because when I do that, now I have a really narrow base that I'm turning on, but instead I step straight back. So as I do this turn, I still have a wide base, and then I turn and sweep with that foot, and that gives me that wide base to stay safe, okay? So let's practice that. Let's practice repulsing the monkey, but practice stepping straight back, not ducking the foot in behind the other foot, okay? So we are facing the left wall. The weight is on our left foot, half step with the right foot. My left hand is out in front of me, 90-degree bend, and the right hand is punched under the elbow. I'm going to turn my upper body to the back of the room. I step straight back with that right foot, sink onto the right, the hands fold into yin-yang palm, half step left foot. I step out empty, it's an empty step, sweeping step with the left foot. I brush knee and do a half step right foot. Now you'll notice my toe is kind of close to that blue line. I go straight back with the right foot. I shift the weight right, float up the left hand. I toe in with the left. I sink the weight to the left. I turn. I can let this front foot kind of spin, and I sweep step with that right, The right hand brushes the knee, the left hand pushes forward, half step left foot. And now in this third repulse of the monkey, I step just slightly back on the left and shift my weight left. I toe in with that right foot just a little bit and then shift the weight right, and then I do third repulse of the monkey, sometimes called brush knee, half step, and then from here is when I leisurely tie the coat. Okay? All right, how'd that go? Hopefully that went well for you. Do we want to do it to the other side? Sure. Yeah, let's. So, repulsing the monkey to the other side. We've just gotten done punching fist under elbow. So now the weight is on the right leg, half step left foot. Right hand, 90 degree, left hand, punching fist under elbow. I turn to the back of the room. I step straight back with that left foot, sink weight left, yin-yang palms, half step right foot. I step out with the right and brush knee, half step left foot. Again, notice where my left foot is on that blue line. Step straight back with the left foot. Shift weight left, roll up on that right toe, toe in with the right, sink onto the right, and then turn, sweep step left foot. Look at the spacing between my feet as I repulse the monkey to the front of the room, half step right foot. I step slightly back with the right, shift the weight onto it, adjust the left foot as my hands come up in yin-yang palm, shift weight left, step out empty right, third, repulse the monkey, half step left foot, not mirroring, and then we would leisurely tie the coat. All right, how'd that go? Questions? No questions. That means you're doing awesome with it. Okay. Works a lot better when I have my producer here. She's doing okay. She just didn't get a good night's sleep last night. So it's important that she rest and recover and get stronger. Okay. So now let's do Tai Chi for Arthritis, just the part 2 with cueing. And then we're going to go back and do 1 and 2 with music and apparently arm circles. All right. So we just got done with part 1. We open and close. Brush knee to the right. Next movement, say it out loud, leisurely tying the coat. To the front. Open and close. Modified single whip left. Punch fist under elbow. 2 steps. First the block, then punch fist under elbow. Repulsing the monkey. We just practiced this. Think about stepping straight back. Leave yourself that wide base to work with. Step straight back with that right foot. Float up the left, sink left. And third, repulse the monkey. Into leisurely tying the coat. Return to the front. Open and close. What do we do now? Brush knee left. Yes, you are correct. Then leisurely tie the coat once again. Open and close. Modified single whip right. punch fist under elbow. 2 stages. Repulsing the monkey. We just practiced this on this side also. Think about that stepping straight back. Left foot goes straight back. See the spacing between my feet. I toe in, I sweep. Again, spacing between the feet. Third, repulse the monkey. Almost like a little do-si-do move. Leisurely tying the coat. Open and close, and close the form. Ta-da! One more thing. Remember on that closing, I believe I've discussed it before. On that closing, if you have the balance to do this, the weight's on the right. I attach my left heel to the right heel. My feet are in the shot. Yes, they are. Attach the left heel to the right heel. Shift weight left. Bring that right toe forward. I'm back just the way that I started in part 1. And I'm in prayer hands. I open and close and bring the hands down. If you've got enough balance, go ahead and do that. If that doesn't work for you, just close it like you would in part 1. Okay? Got all that? Okay. I hope that was clear as mud for you. Now, I'm going to come up to my computer and I am going to bring my music live, and it's a little loud, and I'm going to choose Tai Chi for Arthritis part 1 and part 2. That's correct. And I'm going to back it up to the beginning. I'm going to minimize the screen, and boy, you're getting my best side, aren't you? All right, so we're going to do Tai Chi for Arthritis, part 1 and part 2. Again, if you're just learning part 2, I've gone into more detail in past videos, so there's no reason to do that here. Go pick it up in those past videos. It's been the second hour because we do the meditation on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, the later broadcast, we've been going into Tai Chi for Arthritis part 2, okay? So go back, pick up those, and learn it from those, okay? But you can still learn a lot just from watching, playing along, doing what you know. Maybe you only know halfway through part 2. Hey, that's fine. If you only know halfway through part 2, do the half that you know, and then watch and visualize that second half, okay? All right, so I'm going to hit play. I'm going to hit play really fast, and then I'm going to run over there real calmly, and then we're going to start part 1 and part 2, okay? All right. Hopefully our timing will be correct today. Commencement. part 2. Ooh, spot on, as Austin would say. Nice. All right, I hope that the primer we did ahead of, oh, looks like it's going to hold off for a minute. So let me do this. And hold on one second. That. And get some music going in the background again. All right, that should be correct, but I can't tell because I have to minimize this screen. Bingo. Ah, there we are. Okay. Hi there. All right. Sure is nice when I have my producer here, especially for stuff like that. All right. I hope that went well. I didn't look to see if there were any comments, and now that picture has gone to something different. Nope, looks like we're doing good. Okay. All right. So, where was I? Hope that went well for you. Timing was really good on that. I lost my concentration a little bit in the middle, but picked it back up, so I think we did good. Okay, so let's move on a little bit. Let's look at a little bit of the Soon 73. So last Wednesday, we looked at the Soon 73 opening, which is different than the opening for Tai Chi for arthritis. Okay, so let's just review that. I'm going to review it coming towards you, and then I'm going to reverse and go back. So if you haven't If this is the first time you're seeing this, you may want to go back and pick up last week's to get more of the detail about it, okay? So I'm doing a face-on version right now, okay, just to let you see the hand movements, okay? So this is Soon 73. It's actually movement number 1 and 2. That's commencement. Movement number 2 is leisurely tying the coat. All right. That's again, that's the first 2 moves. Commencement, leisurely tying the coat. They kind of fall together. No, we don't say fall in Tai Chi though. They kind of work together. Key on that one, I talked about this last week, is that weight shifting, okay? So as we start out doing this, my heels are together. I weight shift left. My right toe turns right to 12 o'clock, the front position. I do the commencement. I step out left, and I do the half step with the right foot. I step back with the right, and I'm circling the arms so the weight shifts right as I toe in left, weight shifts left, I toe out right. Work on that transition from one side to the other, okay? That transition, looking at it from the front, I'm doing this without the hands. I step back with the right foot, I weight shift right, I toe in left, I weight shift left, I toe out with the right, then come back to center. And that's when I push forward. So practice that weight shifting from one foot to the other becomes smooth, all right? It won't be smooth at first, but you keep practicing with it so that you step out, you're toeing in and then toeing out, and then bring the foot back in. I'm mimicking with my hands what I'm doing. I step out, the left foot is toeing in, now the right foot toes out. So you look for that smooth transition between one and the other, okay? So let's practice that. Let's do that follow on now. Remember, as I stand here, this is 12 o'clock, this wall that I'm facing with this beautiful calligraphy, that's 12 o'clock. Camera position is 6 o'clock, making this 3 o'clock, and that is 9 o'clock, okay? So I stand with heels together. My feet are just barely in the shot. Does that work? That works. Okay. So, heels together. Commencement. Weight on the left, turn the right toe forward. We bring the hands up just like we do in Arthritis Part 1. We sink down just like we do in Arthritis Part 1, but notice I'm often like the about 10:30 position. I circle the hands up, left foot steps out. I'm in that 10:30 position. So all that is semi-familiar from Arthritis Part 1. Now I leisurely tie the coat. That straight step back with that right foot happens again, right? Not doing this. Straight back with the right foot, shift weight right, toe in with the left, shift weight left, toe out with the right. Hands come back to center. I step forward, half step, left foot. Return to the front, open and close. So that straight back step, easy for me to say, that straight back step, you want to be using it here, okay? One more time, or more. All right, weight shifts left, toe in right, commencement. Straight back with that right foot, toe in left, toe out right. Becomes nice and smooth. And then open and close. All right, how'd that go? How'd that feel? All right. Again, I went into more detail last week, but I want to make sure we touched on it. So, next move after commencement, leisurely tying the coat, open, close. is single whip to the left. All right, we're familiar with this. We do this in arthritis, part 1. Single whip, left. But now we get to another new move. Okay, so this is white crane flashes its wings. Okay, so let me demonstrate once. I've done single whip, left. White crane flashes its wings. And my feet went off the screen. So I'll do that one more time, keeping my feet on the screen. There's a lot of movement in Soon 73. So I start out single whip left. White crane flashes its wings. That step forward is a full step forward. So I push as I step out with the right foot, and off camera again, I push with that right foot, and then the left foot catches up, and I go back into prayer hands. Okay? So let's do a follow on. White crane flashes its wings. There's a Yang style version of this, looks significantly different. You'll see it in the Yang 24. But white crane flashes its wings. It gets its name from, if you've ever watched a crane fight, it has this huge wingspan. So what it will do is when a prey or predator, to help itself, it opens up its wings and makes itself really big. And that usually freezes the predator or prey. It opens up the wings, gets really big, that freezes it, and then it swoops in. And so if you think about that as you're doing this, you're opening up the wings and then coming in. Okay? All right. So we are in prayer hand position. We're going to do single whip to the left because that prepares us for this. Then white crane flashes its wings. The weight shifts to the left foot. As you notice, as the weight shifts left, the left hand is going to come slightly up. It's hard to see this from this point of view, but from single whip, the left hand is going to come up and the right hand is going to come down to below the dantian as you bring, and it's going to come in with that right foot. The right hand is going to come up the center line, the left hand back down. The left hand is going to stop at the chest, and that right hand, the finger's going to float up, come back down in line with the left, and then we're going to push forward. Full step left foot, and then open and close. But how can you see my hands when my back is turned to you? So we will do that, but realize I'm not mirroring at this point, okay? So single whip to the left. The weight shifts, all the weight is on the left. The left hand comes up, the right hand kind of scoops in and brings that right foot in with it. The right hand comes up the center line. Notice the fingers are down. The left hand comes down, float the right fingers up, comes back in line with the left foot, step out empty with the right and push out. Left foot comes forward, turn the hands into prayer hands. One more time this direction, and then we'll do follow on. So single whip left. Weight shifts left, left hand comes slightly up, right hand scoops in. Cat stance almost with the right foot. Right hand comes up, left hand is moving down, float the right fingers up, step forward, push. Full step left foot, turn the hands into prayer hands, and open close. So let's do that follow on. Gotta give myself enough room here. My feet on? Yes, they are. Single whip left. Weight shifts left, left hand comes up, right hand scoops right foot in. Right hand up the center line, left hand down, left hand stops at the chest. Right hand comes forward, step out right foot, push forward. Left foot comes forward, turn the hands in, prayer hands, open and close. And relax. How'd that go? Let me check my... Ooh, no questions. It means you guys are engaged. Okay. So Let's go through those movements from commencement to the open and close after white crane flashes its wings, and then we will call it a day. Okay? All right. Now, the cool thing is in the Soon 73, after you get to this point, several of the moves you will notice. There you won't notice the order they're in, but you will notice a lot of the next moves of the Soon 73. Okay? So, all right. Feet in camera. Good. Step over here. Give myself a little room. Feet still in camera. Okay. Sorry. A lot easier with the producer. Commencement. Weights on the left. Right toe forward. Upper body facing 1030 as we commence. Sink down. Weight goes right. Step out empty left. Weight moves left, extending the hands out. Half step right foot. Left hand attaches to the right wrist. I step straight back with the right. Shift weight right. Toe in left. Shift weight left. Toe out right. Leisurely tying the coat. Come back to center. Push forward. Half step left foot. Return to the front. We open and close. Single whip left. Weight shifts right. Adjust that left foot. Opening the hands. White crane flashes its wings. Weight shifts left. Right foot in. Right hand. Right hand comes up. Left hand slightly down. Step out empty right. We push. Full step forward left. Prayer hands. Open and close. And relax the hands down. There you go. That's movements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe we're up to movement number 8 in the Soon 73, somewhere right around 8. Okay? All right. I hope that was helpful for you. Tomorrow we'll have Tai Chi for everyone from 10 to 11, our Thursday, crazy Thursday show. Hopefully Sophia will be back. And then in part 2, or the second hour, we'll be doing forms. So we'll do QiGong, 5-element breathing, Tai Chi for arthritis. We may run through Tai Chi for arthritis part 2. And we also, last week, we learned part 1 of Tai Chi for diabetes. And so we'll learn part 2 of Tai Chi for diabetes, which has the grasp or stroke the bird's tail, grasp the bird's tail, grasp the swallow's tail, stroke the bird's tail, stroke the swallow's tail. You'll hear it in a lot of different forms. There's 4 movements to that, all right? It's a key movement in the Yang style. So we'll work on learning that tomorrow also. So that second hour is going to be packed with a lot of stuff, okay? I think that will do it for today. So let's do our cool down. Lightly punch, slap the legs. Good work, everybody. From what I could see, everybody did a great job. Got any comments, shoot me an email, craigm@taichistl.com. Shoot me a picture of yourself at craigm@taichistl.com. Go take a look at the gallery at taichistl.com, right at the bottom of the page. Please send me your pictures. Thank you very much for all the pictures. We have about 30 pictures up on that gallery right now. And finally, gather chi. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Looks like it's a gorgeous day outside. Get outside. Enjoy that day. We will see you back tomorrow. Hopefully Sophia will be with me. Either way, we'll see you back Thursday morning. Thanks so much. Have yourselves a great day.